Hello! Even on my weekend, I cannot stop shooting, huh? Welcome to my house. He reminded me of, like, you know, the 90s when they are carrying the speaker on their shoulder and dancing. I forgot YouTube cannot smell yet, but maybe soon YouTube will smell. You can smell it and tell them about it. So today is a barbecue day. It's a Eid celebration and so many things. We decided to shoot the villa, right? So this is our living and dining area, and these are my gorgeous cats. It's not I'm celebrating my birthday for 10, 20 days. No. That's my mother-in-law birthday. This is Patchouli, the cute, adorable one. She's the original queen. That's Amber, the naughtiest one. We call him Fireball, but he's the sweetest heart ever.
How you work from home when you see this cat playing on sofa?
They get me sleepy sometimes when they are like just chilling and enjoying, but at the same time they cool me down. Like when it's like too many things happening, I just look at them. Come on, they are doing they are their own Zen garden. I don't know, they are amazing and they keep you calm. I want to show you mainly the garden that we worked on and how much effort I put into it and details that I went above and beyond, me and my wife, with it. I think we drove the contractor crazy, but that's what you need to focus on when you are doing your own garden. Recently, we have been upgrading inside little by little. This villa from Emaar. We are in Emaar South in Golf Links, and we have done small upgrades, not many things, but it still can take a lot of upgrades. It's a 3+ maid. So we have a very good sized living and dining area.
We were shooting the same villa.
Yeah, we shot the same villa, exactly. I have this, my villa. And let me take you outside. That's before the sunset. And you will see today us doing a barbecue, hosting my company. We're having Jewel, we're having her husband, and we're having a really nice barbecue. Plenty of things that will go on the grill. But for now, let me take you outside and show you the details that we have worked on. So you might be wondering why I'm doing a video about my garden, because it took me a lot of work, it took me a lot of study, and it took me a lot of details and design with special designer, not me. I know that many of my clients now, they are waiting to take their mansion or to take their villa, and they might go through this process. So I wanted to take a shortcut for my client and show them what things they have to be careful for and what things that they can improve in the garden and in the villa in general. So my villa is a standalone villa. For the people who are outside of UAE, the standalone means that on both sides, your building is not connected to the neighbors. You have a boundary wall with the neighbor for your garden, but the main building is standing in the middle and there is a garden all around the villa. So let me start from the left side and we move forward and tell you what we have done, and then I'll show you from the outside as well. And Victoria will be so generous to show you in the evening how the garden changed completely, because then we start using the light. It costs a lot of work, believe me. So you might be wondering why I have this fence and these rotating things on my door. It's for my lovely cats. So in the morning and in the afternoon, I let them go around, enjoy the nature, eat grass, do whatever they like, and they run, they love it. They go on the palm and they go down, they enjoy it. And that expands their horizon. Very important thing when you want a truly nice garden is to work with a designer. No matter how great you are in inventing ideas or coming up with ideas, the designer knows how to set them together and how to use the space in the perfect way. And sometimes there are standards that you might not know, but the designer knows, and they will tell you, like, for example, the space between a step and another should be like this, so you can walk comfortably from step to another. This is one of the simple things. And also, when you are choosing the plants, because all the contractors, they will give you the cost without the planting. So when you are choosing the plants, you can control the cost. You can spend on such garden, you can spend like 10,000 dirham, and you can spend 100,000 dirham for plants only. And so it's up to you. But very important point is to choose types that goes with the UAE climate when we have like a 3 to 4 months of hot weather, really hot weather, and the other is like 8 months are really good. So we have something that here in UAE, they call it bougainville. I don't know the actual correct name, but when we were buying, they call it bougainville. So it's nice and gives a lot of flowers. The only negative thing about it that it sheds a lot of flowers as well. So try not to put it next to the pool because your filter always need cleaning. So just keep that in mind. We have got 2 sides for our garden. One side that gets hit by the sun towards the afternoon, so it's a moderate sun, and one side that gets hard with the sun in the morning. Keep that in mind for your garden because different types of plants, they take different type of sun. So for example, here the moderate types, we have orange tree and we have like a lot of decorative ficus. This is a mandarin, I think it's a Spanish one. It came with fruits and they are getting ripe now. And there is a lot of flowers, which means that the plant is really successful. And the smell of the citrus flowers, it reminds me of Syria. I'm from Syria, I'm from the Mediterranean. I'm proud of being from there. And this is our amazing Spanish lemon tree. And you can see the fruits are really gigantic, like really big lemon. One lemon is the size of my hand. And of course, when you are doing a pool, you need to keep in mind that you must have a shower. It's very useful outside. My pool is a salt pool, but the ones that are chlorine pools, they will use the shower quickly after the pool. And it depends what type of shower, what type of materials you will be getting based on the cost that you agree with the contractor. So my contractor, when we agreed on the cost, we wanted to tick all the boxes. We wanted to use the extreme best materials. So every porcelain tile that you see here is one of the highest grade Italian porcelain tiles. It's called Atlas Concordia Travertino, something like that. And we picked it up from one of the most famous shops in terms of porcelain tiles and stones and these stuff. It's called Graniti, and it's one of the oldest shops in the UAE. Now, the shower, if you remember and you're watching my videos, this is the same as the one that was in Ellington Beach House. And I designed showers, exactly what I used in my own villa. They are using really luxurious elements and nice color, matching perfectly with the color theme that they have used in everywhere around the community. There, they used the bronze color, and here we used this color my wife likes. It's called golden champagne color, something like that. Yes. Whenever we are sitting next to the pool, or like any guest that is coming to us to smell really nice smell from all over our garden, and this tree is also going to give a lot of beautiful flowers. It's called Pomelia, I think they call it, or Frangipani. I'm sure that the name is Frangipani. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but it's Frangipani. And they grow, they don't like the cold weather. So when it's cold, their leaves fall. And you can see now all of them are giving new leaves. So we choose a lot of them. We have this plant. We saw it in many of the videos of like really famous designers here in the UAE. And they are using it in the villas, whether on the Palm or in other areas. And we like that it's so vivid green color. So we used it. I think it's called Sacoville, something like this. It's very good with the UAE climate and it works perfectly, but it can get some insects, so be careful for that. We got it and we lost most of the leaves, but then we treated it and now it's perfect. This is what we call in Syria jasmine, and they give an amazing strong smell, but it's light, you know, it's like flower smell at night. I'm from Syria, again I say, and my capital, Damascus, it's called the city of jasmine. And because everywhere you go, you will smell jasmine. So I wanted to have some influence of my country into my own garden. It reminds me of my own country. And we have a lot of this green plant, and we have a lot of jasmine here. So while you are swimming, whether at night or in the morning, you will have a lot of smell from the jasmine flowers. The pool is the biggest part of any renovation of a garden or making a garden. It's really amazing how much nice atmosphere it adds into your garden and how much details can go into it. If you are not careful for it, it ends up annoying you while you are using the pool. So for example, we wanted to make sure that we use a salt pool, which is like they come and add salt every time, and this salt is circulated into the system, and that's what purifies the water and makes it disinfected, and there is no any problems with it. The way you design the pool itself, how you slope it, where you want the deep area, where you want the shallow area, where the sun comes, etc. So now we are during the sunset, but I have sun from the morning because the sun rises literally from behind me, and all the afternoon approximately it's in the pool. So I have sun endlessly, and now you can see where the sunbeds are is also sunny. When I was talking to my contractor, he wanted to do the first step narrower and like more steep the steps so he can give me more space to swim, but we wanted the comfort that if I'm with friends and family, we can sit on these steps and it will be comfortable to sit on. Our pool is 8 meter by 3 meter wide. Of course, it has to be adequate with the size of your plot. I have around 17 meters, I think, of width for my plot, or 18, even more. I found it the good size where I have the sunbeds, I have my seating area, and there is 2 types of pool. So there is the overflow pool when you have the water on the surface of the ground, and you have the skimmer pool where the water is a bit lower, like 5 centimeters to 10 centimeters than the ground. I went with this option because I didn't want to lose a lot of space on the sides of the pool for the overflow pool, which will have extra things like around the overflow tank and these things. So I went with this option, and I'm so happy that we went with this because it also saves water. One of the things that I'm really proud that we have done them is the palm trees. Every time I look at them, I'm enjoying living in this garden. The moment I wake up in the morning, I see their leaves, and I wanted this type of palm trees. It's called Washingtonian, I think, or Washingtonia, something like that. Before we continue, you just entered from the door and you started shooting. You're always too much into videos. Let me serve you some lemonade. It's the first time I'm using this.
Like a nice.
Yeah. When we are preparing for an evening with friends, we like to have a lot of fruits. One of the things that I wanted to tell the clients who are out of UAE about it and who think that UAE is only desert, the tastiest strawberries I have tasted in UAE was not from Netherlands, was not from USA, and was not from Australia. It was made in the UAE. Now they have these vertical farms where they plant these beautiful and tasty strawberries, and it tastes amazing because there is no pesticides, there is no chemicals, no hormones, etc. And it's fantastic.
This is true, actually. When I go to supermarket and I see plenty of countries like origin of tomato and cucumber, I always choose UAE because they're delicious ones.
Yeah, because they care a lot about having organic fruits and vegetables.
Okay, back to the yard.
Back to the yard, exactly. One of the things that the designer was amazing. One day I might introduce you to the designer if she agrees, because she's amazing but still doesn't want to be very famous. It's up to her. When we were working on the design, me and my wife, we wanted like light colors that is forever fashionable. We didn't want some very strong colors and that will go out of fashion in any day. And at the same time, it's not only fashionable or not, that's what we like. So we wanted beige color on the flooring, but at the same time, when we saw when we figured out the design, that it's gonna be, we were afraid that it will be dull because there is a lot of beige everywhere. And she came up with the travertino idea. And when she showed us on the design, like you can see the floor looks like really beautiful travertine, but it's a porcelain tile that looks like travertine because the actual travertine, if you put it on the floor, it takes a lot of maintenance. And I really don't have the time for that. Now here in this area, the sunken seating area, it's up to you. You want to make a platform where you sit overlooking the pool, or you sit below the pool. And we went with below the pool. We wanted to create different layers when you are looking at the garden, and that gives really beautiful look into the garden and beautiful feel into the garden. Very, very too much details went here. Like the way, the steps, how wide are the steps and how deep is the step. This is, we thought about it because I have older parents, and even me, I don't want to be going like very carefully when I'm going up and down. So I wanted very comfortable steps. We kept that in mind. In terms of the width of the seating area, I've seen this mistake in so many villas. Sometimes because they don't have space, but sometimes it's just because they didn't think about it. So we wanted to do a deep seating area in case you are sitting with family and friends, and in the evening, like you will see today, you can really sit to the back and raise your leg rather than sitting like this, you know, like it's not comfortable when it's the area where you sit, the depth of the area where you sit, it's narrow. So try to do it as deep as possible because it will help you a lot. And then you will use really comfortable cushions. This beautiful glass that is between the pool and the sunken seating area at night is so amazing. And even in the morning, when you are sitting in the morning, having a cup of coffee and looking through the water, it's really beautiful rather than having like the full pool closed. If you are doing a sunken seating area right next to the pool, you must do this feature because it adds a lot of beauty into the area and it increases the price and the value of the project that you are doing. Of course, we went with a fire pit in the middle, and you will see it at night. It's really beautiful, and there is a lot of different things around the fire pit. Behind Victoria, there is also more flowers. We call them gardenia, as you can see, and they smell amazing. Like, I forgot YouTube cannot smell yet, but maybe soon YouTube will smell. You can smell it and tell them about it.
Nice.
The best and most beautiful tree in our garden is the olive tree. Being from the Mediterranean, come on, I need to have an olive tree. Being from Syria, I must have an olive tree.
Tell the story about these flowers, candy flowers.
Candy flowers. Below the olive tree, so we didn't want to plant any trees next to it. We wanted her, I would say, to enjoy the space for its own. We were entering into the shop, and my wife saw like on the ground some nice flowers, and she said like, what is this? And he told her, this is just ground cover. And she's like, do you have from them? And he's like, yeah. And she decided that we will put them under the olive tree. Here we did the seating area or the dining areas that is close to the barbecue area. And at the same time, we wanted to use the space in the best way possible. So we didn't want to plant big trees or something on this side, but at the same time, we didn't want to have a plain wall. So we went with this plant. They call it creeper. It creeps up. And it's so vivid green and so beautiful. And these flowers, they close with the sunset and they open in the morning. So beautiful. Now here is our bar and our barbecue and preparation space, like the outdoor kitchen, let's say. And honestly, I enjoy doing here the barbecue, and I have customized the grill as we want it, as I feel comfortable about it. Many details went into it. We have done the pergola above. And also one of the things that you need to be careful when you are doing the pergola is how the sun will be and how you put the blades of the pergola or the fins of the pergola. So it can give you shade when the sun is hitting from that side. And this is exactly where we do the barbecue. I do most of the time towards the sunset or like in the evening. But most of the time it's like this time. And you see the sun is there, but I'm standing under the pergola and I'm in the shade, which is great because sometimes in the summer, the sun gets really hot. We have done like a really nice sink from the same materials of the porcelain tile here, extendable faucet. It comes handy when you are doing outdoor kitchen. And keep in mind to have as much sockets as possible in the places where you might need it. So under the bar, if somebody of my friends sitting with me, talking to me, run out of charge, etc., any important thing, you have sockets under the bar, hidden, but they are extremely useful. Here you can see a lot of mangoes, and we are extremely happy, me and my wife, about them, that they were like really strong and continued to survive. And because we lost a lot of flowers of mango, but it seems that this is the natural case. Mango carries a lot of flowers and they lose a lot. Fig tree, this is red fig, and this is green fig. And I have covered it with a plastic because the birds, they ate the red figs. We were waiting for them for so long. We woke up one day and we see that both of them are eaten. And they ate one of the green, so we are now celebrating one of the green remaining. Hopefully next year we'll have more, so I covered it in a little bit of plastic so they don't eat it. This is the other exit for the garden, because from both sides we have exits, and here we can go into the parking area. As you can see, you get my amazing car and my lovely Mazda that I use it for the work. I got rich with this car and I celebrated with this car. We have changed the tiles in the parking and made the proper sloping. So the water, when the car wash guys are washing the cars, it goes outside. Here we changed all the entrance, like we made it like a slope, because it was before like this blocks and we don't like it. You might be wondering why we are not cutting the grass. We like to keep it to this limit approximately, and then we cut it. We don't cut it very regularly. I like it to be a little bit more natural. There is lights everywhere, and this is like gives like privacy to inside. And you have the second entrance. We reach again into the garden from the other side. All right, let's do the meet. Today is the Gorilla Team Day.
This is the sign when you work in a healthy environment, when you meet not only at the work but also at your holidays.
But you couldn't not to make a video, right? So I put a piece of fat in between the meat, so it keeps it soft and tender. It is tender anyway.
Cooking channel.
The real estate is being cooked in the summer.
2 years ago, the summer was so quiet. But nowadays, everyone is coming to Dubai, so even in summer, it's not quiet.
Not at all. Like our sales in the summer has gone to the roof, and I was expecting like, oh, it's gonna be quiet, blah blah blah. No, it's not. What I see from my end, that there are so many investors are coming from USA to Dubai. There are so many investors that are coming from UK to Dubai. Welcome to Dubai. I hope things get better at their country, but Dubai is doing the right things, and that's why so many people are coming, millionaires, billionaires, people who are buying like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, people with a lot of money who are opening businesses and buying mansions. During Ramadan, we have been waiting for a new release of good size villas and townhouses project, like a master plan. You will see it on our channel as well. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, do all this nice stuff.
Push to open.
Huh? Push to open, yeah, no soft closing. Hello! What did you bring? Gorilla. Sorry, my hands are... he reminded me of like, you know, the 90s when they are carrying the speaker on the shoulder and dancing.
Are you excited for barbecue?
I'm hungry and I'm very much looking forward to Mohammed's barbecue skills.
You lived in an apartment.
Yeah, when I came
Now,
here, I lived in an apartment.
So now you live in villa.
Yes.
Tell me the difference.
Oh, it's sky and earth.
Some people, when you ask them, okay, you have a budget for villa, you have a budget for the apartment, what do you choose? And they say, I would choose apartment.
Yeah, some people, they don't like to take care of a villa. Like here, there is a lot of landscaping, a lot of things that you need to take care of. In the apartment, it's less of these things. You know, you have your balcony and that's it.
You have management who take care of about everything.
Yeah, exactly. And in the apartment, for me, it's kind of less freedom. Although the new apartments are so much amazing, like they have tons of amenities, you have barbecue stations, you have everything, literally. But I still have the space that I can have my own pool, my own barbecuing station, etc. That's for me. But some other people, like for example, I cannot have a villa and... No, I can. I wanted to say villa and marina view. Now, they still have one. One left. But yeah, like an amazing penthouse or an amazing villa in the marina that's like part of a building can be an option. But in general, I prefer villas with community and these stuff because, like, sooner or later I'm gonna have a kid or 2 or 3, and they want to run around, they want to play. Kids, they have a lot of energy. Although, again, we say the new towers, the new buildings, they have their own territory where you can take your kids to play and these stuff. But here I can just open the door and let them play. That's what I prefer personally. But there are some apartments that I honestly can consider for living. Like they are amazing. It's a very good question, actually. Let me know in the comments for the people who are watching us. What do you prefer, an apartment or a villa? If you don't have a limitation on the budget, okay? Now for the investors and even the end users who wants to be having a really nice villa right here in Dubai and enjoy doing barbecues and these stuff, there are new communities that are coming in Dubai South and close to Dubai South behind the IP, some from Emaar, some from other developers that at the moment I still cannot say their names, but they are top notch in terms of the details and the construction quality that they do. So if you are interested and ready to wait like for a few months, even less, contact me in the details here and I will be happy to assist you for your new investment. So, tasty?
You should not do real estate. You should be a chef.
I can do chef part-time, but keep me in real estate, please. I prepared even special light for the grilling, white light over the barbecue. So you can check the meat, because with yellow light you cannot know if it's done or not. Oh,
Nice.
I'm really good. I'm really good.
Really nice.
I'm not wasting, I'm making good money.
Imagine how much money you can do.
At night, the villa changed completely, and that's with the lighting. And lighting is extremely important. So study how the beam is, how big is it, what temperature of light would you like. I would recommend if you're looking for comfort in your garden, don't go over 3000 Kelvin in terms of the temperature of light. This is the difficult part that we worked on, which is the LED inside the pool. And my wife loves it. It's amazing, and I really like it around the pool. And the light of the pool is fantastic. Like we got it on point. Now, if you can automate as much as you can, because to control manually all of these lights, even in a small garden, it's hectic. So try to automate as much as possible. This technically was not so much planned shooting. I just wanted to get you into a really nice part of my life where I come from work, I chill, I relax. And many of the deals that I'm sending you for the people who are in Japan or in US is from this garden, because I'm enjoying it at the evening or in the early morning and I'm talking to clients, and it gives me that real comfort knowing that I have everything that I really want. I did it exactly as I wanted, and it took a lot of effort, it took a lot of work, but that's why we do things. In the end, if you want it perfectly, you have to be in contact direct with your contractor. You have to work hand in hand with the designer. You have to make sure that everything is on point, and make sure that your designer run for you renders, that is during daytime and evening time, before you go ahead and start the execution of the project. Keep in mind that most of the contractors will tell you 3 to 2 months, but give it a 4 to 6 months if you have like a complicated project, sometimes a year, depends on how big is the plot and what you are doing. And for the materials, there is cheap materials and there is very expensive materials. So I know many of you will ask me, what was the cost? The cost is different according to the material that you want to use. So there is always different cost, there is always different materials, different colors, different shades, different sizes of the slabs that we use on the ground, different shower, etc., trees. So you can change the cost always. But for such thing, for example, it can start from 250 1,000 dirhams up to 500,000 dirhams, similar to what you see now. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you like the garden. For any questions, please leave me a comment. And for the clients who are considering buying a villa, this is the lifestyle that you can expect in a villa, and there is even more that you can expect from villas, especially when you have lagoon view or like golf view. I have just a park here behind me, which I like it still for the amazing price that I got this unit at. So this is the lifestyle that you can get in a villa. Take care. See you in another amazing video from the fantastic city of Dubai. Peace.
Well,